All right, I had to respond to Mr. Antony Morgan. All right, Mr. Antony Morgan. Love the way Trump lives in all you liberal minds. He owns you all, and you don't even know it. It's all a scam, and liberals are too blind to even know. All right, Antony, let's take this step by step. He doesn't live rent-free in our minds at all. What he does, and I will show you this by pointing out only one part of your whole post is actually true, and that is it is all a scam. Everything about Donald Trump is a scam. It always has been. He doesn't get to where he is, coming into the campaign with 4,000 lawsuits filed against him. Everything from sexual assault to rape to 13-year-olds where he and his buddy Epstein, bada bing, bada bang, Betty boop, you know what I'm talking about over here. He doesn't get all that stuff from being an okay guy. He doesn't get hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in fines from everyone from the labor commissions to the SEC to before all the stuff that's happened since he became president. That's in addition to 4,000 other lawsuits. He has screwed over more people in this world than he has taken care of. He has not paid more people than he has paid. He didn't even pay Rudy Giuliani. There's a problem because we're not letting him run rent-free through our minds. We're actually looking at the psychology behind people like yourselves, Trump's favorite type of people, the uneducated. I love the uneducated. He loves the uneducated because they're too stupid to actually research the bullshit that comes out of his little orange flappy gums. And he likes that because they're also just smart enough to buy gold sneakers from China that cost $5.95 to make, and he'll charge $499 for them. The sticky page Bibles that, those religious folks that are all up into God and all that get baptized at his tent revival, his rallies, that he doesn't even pay the cities that he's holding these events in. They have to pay the police and have to pay for the venue and all that. And it's usually, $100,000 for that 2,000 people that show up. It's the biggest crowds of any inauguration. He feeds off of people too stupid to recognize how full of shit he is. And when people like you leave these types of comments, it's funny to people who actually look for facts, the people who actually recognize that when there's, let's just say, his best friends, the people who were by his side for 10, 20, 30 years, who he throws under the bus because he gets into an argument or, God forbid, they say something he doesn't agree with. And then they're like, all right, dude, all right. So they provide, evidence in criminal trials because they're about to be thrown in jail because they were connected to him. So they're like, you know what? Here you go. So there's text messages directly from your orange Cheeto God himself. Videotapes. He's literally giving military secrets of Israel, of the United States, of Ukraine to our biggest enemies, especially like those two dudes that were in the Oval Office the day after James Comey was fired, and he gave them Israel's military secrets. Lavrov and all that. Sorry, Lavrov is 2 syllables. Oh, we're still safe. I'll keep it under 2 syllables so you can understand what I'm saying. The Russian state television actually gave us that information because they were the only ones allowed in the room. People like you don't put that together as Trump's Russian connection, even though the 2 biggest spies in Russia, the 2 closest people to Vladimir Putin, were on a plane on their way to the United States because, it takes a while to fly that far. before James Comey was even fired. You can't put two and two together because you're so brilliant you can't add. So 2 and 2 equals 22. I'm a stable genius. And you drink his Kool-Aid because it's his most successful product. I mean, let's face it, he's a brilliant businessman. So, Trump steaks, Trump vodka, Trump wine, 6 casinos. Holy crap, casinos always win, right? Except when Trump owns them, all 6. So you're brilliant fake billionaire with fake gold on everything, gold plating that turns green when you rub it too much. Except his toilets. Those are real gold because that'll take the spray tan off of his, 215-pound ass, once he clears the diapers that are usually full. This is a guy you follow. This is a guy who every word out of his mouth, you and people like you for some reason, believe. You don't put it together that there's one guy making these claims, a handful of sheep in, for some reason, powerful seats, and the entire rest of the world, including his own family. His own family. His best friends, used to be best friends. His employees that worked for him for decades are going to jail as felons because of stuff they did with him. All of this evidence in court, in all these charges, in addition to the 4,000 lawsuits that he already had before running, that one. You remember when he started running, he went down that escalator and hit on that little 10-year-old girl, and standing right next to his wife said he's going to be dating her in 10 years. You remember that? Yeah, because he's a good Christian and a good family man, and you believe in him. So go buy that sticky page Bible that has the Constitution and the rewritten. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, because the brains that you show, the intelligence that you portray in comments like this is funny to us. I'm a psychology guy. I'm fascinated that you've existed this long on this earth with that level of intellect. Because when it comes down to it, no matter what's put in front of you, you'll take the word of one guy over 500 people that have known him for 10, 15 years, that were right next to him when he actually committed major crimes, when he actually shared national security secrets. And you have the brilliance in your MAGA mind to say you're a patriot and pretend that didn't happen, even though he's on video doing it, he's on audio recording doing it. It's proven that he did it. But you're such a patriot, you say America first because Donald J. Trump told you to. You're a sheep, man. You're an uneducated sheep. So when you say he lives in our minds rent-free, the only scam in the picture is what he's telling you. And you're just not at the level to comprehend how much you're being lied to. Why would a billionaire who's such a successful businessman have so many failed businesses, like every single one, including this new one with the whole stock scam thing, and you still call him a successful businessman? And why would a billionaire have to raise so much money so often? And how many different scam fundraisers did you donate to? Just a question, from us liberals. I'm independent, by the way. But logic, man. 2 and 2. 2 and 2 makes 4. It doesn't make 22. And a stable genius can actually put a sentence together and doesn't have a 1.2 GPA and doesn't think windmills cause cancer and doesn't think the Prime Minister of Puerto Rico better clean up the hurricane stuff. Yeah, the genius that you follow like a cult leader, and you think he's scamming us? All right, pal. If you say so. God bless your little heart. Dude, Do some research. Get educated. You need it. Peace.